Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with another reading for you guys. This particular one will be focusing on the Divine Masculine. So if this is something that you would be interested in watching, hopefully there's something here that I'll be able to tap into when it comes to you and your masculine. These are the decks that I'll be using, 2 of my own, volume 1 and 2 of my Thinking Man Oracle. And I will be clarifying everything with the Pining Rose Tarot, which is by CALICO Moon. General advice as always, so only take the parts of it that do resonate for you and release the rest. Let's get into it. Scorpio, welcome guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at your Divine Masculine's vibe and energy here. So I'll be pulling 2 cards from each volume of the Thinking Man Oracle here. You don't have to identify or relate to each message since it could be bringing up different scenarios. All right, so only the ones that you are guided towards. Let's see. For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, focusing on the Divine Masculine. All right, look at this. We were best friends. Oops, glare. We were best friends. I love you. I need you. I miss you. Will you let me come back to be your best friend again? So this is especially for those of you that actually referred to each other as best friends. You know, you guys could have also connected as friends first and turned into a romantic partnership. So this is from your masculine letting you know how he feels right now. All right, let's grab another one for Scorpio. And you might be feeling the same way. All right, this is the next card. My longing for you will never end because we never had closure. And you might actually relate to that, Divine Feminine, if you feel maybe the last time you and your masculine spoke, there was no closure. And it does say a part of my heart will forever be where you are. You could still be feeling your masculine's energies and maybe thought processes, even though you guys are not together in the physical sense, you know, in the 3D. All right, let's see what else. Let's grab 2 more here. For Scorpio. All right, there's the next message. I can't do this alone. I need you to help me bring us back together. So this is a masculine that knows that he can't do it alone, you know, needs your assistance in some way, right, Divine Feminine? Because if you're not really interested in a reconciliation, if you're not interested in speaking to your masculine and you're maybe just tuning into this to see what that vibe looks like, he's basically saying, well, there's only so much that I can do on my end to make this happen for us. So if you're on board as well, Divine Feminine, that would certainly help. This is coming through especially for those of you who are not together, obviously, right? So let's see what else. Excuse me. Let's grab 1 more card for Scorpio, and then we'll clarify everything with the tarot cards. All right, look at this. I'm sorry I hurt you. It hurt me too. So, you know, you might be thinking of a masculine who perhaps has always been known to be poker-faced. They can be a little bit hard to read. Or your masculine just wasn't very expressive whenever they were hurt, you know, or however way they process their emotions. It just was very difficult to pick that up from this person. But they are coming through in this reading to let you know that they do acknowledge that they did hurt you. They are apologizing for that. And it might have really turned around on them to where they ended up getting or feeling this type of pain that they haven't ever experienced before. So breaking things off or hurting you, it affected them in a way where it was unexpected, I feel, for your masculine. All right, so those are the cards coming through. Let's go ahead and see what we can pick up when it comes to the tarot cards. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So what we're seeing here is a masculine who wants to return, but also asking, in a way, asking if it's okay, right? Going back to this very first card, you know, will you let me come back to be your best friend again. So he's not taking it for granted that if he were to reach out, Divine Feminine, that you would be okay with that, or that you would be open to the conversation or even the opportunity to reconcile. He's not taking that for granted. Excuse me. We have the Empress card, of course, representing the feminines here. That is how your masculine sees you, the person that he ultimately really wants to live this life with. And maybe he needed to know what life was like without you to come to this full realization. I'm just feeling like this tickle in my throat. And typically when I feel that, it could be an indication of a blockage in communication, a blockage in the heart, as well as the throat chakra. All right, let's see. Ace of Wands. So this is your masculine acknowledging that he would like to start fresh. He wants to be able to create this amazing life with you, Divine Feminine. I feel you're already there, Divine Feminine, that you're ready. You know, you're ready to be able to build this life with your masculine, only if you guys are on the same page, I feel. And I'm, going back to this, I'm sorry I hurt you. It hurt me too. Acknowledging what he's put you through. And we can't ignore this one. I can't do this alone, right? And so this is a masculine, in a way, asking for your assistance, for your help to be able to fix things here. So you guys can actually create this amazing life together, but you both need to be on the same page, which I feel for some of you guys, even though you haven't talked to your masculine or you're not seeing your masculine, you're on the same page. All right, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe there were some struggles here when it came to finances. Some of you guys might have been arguing about that, especially maybe Divine Feminine, your masculine didn't have a job or just was not contributing financially to the household if you guys live together, but I'm feeling here that first and foremost, your masculine has worked really hard to be able to better themselves. And part of that improvement could have something to do with their finances, their career, their work environment, how they are able to handle that part of their life so that they're not coming towards you really needing your assistance in that area. But when it comes to your romantic life, Ten of Pentacles is a really nice card representing the stability that they intend to bring your way, Divine Feminine. And that's huge when it comes to a partnership that's stable. All right, let's see what else. What else do we need to know when it comes to the masculine? Look at this. We do have the Lovers card coming through. For some of you, your person could be a Gemini. Romantic love, harmony, relationship, and choices. So this is a very fitting card coming through for the masculine in this reading, because he's basically wanting you to know, Divine Feminine, he wants a chance to do things differently. It's an indication that some of the choices that he has made in the past were either not good for him, good for the relationship. It could have created some tension between the two of you. So he's really wanting you to know it's like he still feels love. He still feels attraction. He still believes that you guys belong together, and really wanting to make different choices to be able to make that happen. This is the next card right here. Look at that, Ace of Cups. That is followed by the Ten of Cups. I mean, this is where your masculine's thought processes are for this reading. He wants it all. He wants to be able to experience all of these amazing things with you, Divine Feminine. You guys might have even talked about getting married. Maybe that ended up not happening. Or as a result of finding your way back to each other, this can result in a future marriage. It can result in the two of you really building this amazing life together. So there is the indication of new chapters coming through here for this connection. And I feel it's a really good one. So it looks great, guys, honestly. It does look good. So I feel a pretty positive energy coming through from your masculine. And he's ready to give his all. He's ready to commit fully to this partnership. All right, guys, so that is what I have. It looks pretty good. Regardless of where you guys are at, I feel This is a masculine who wants to return. All right, guys, if you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. And of course, I'll go ahead and link all of the cards down below. And I'm losing my voice. I apologize. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.